And today we are going to be making some straw. But in order to do that, we first had to grow a bunch of wheat. Let's take a look at what this wheat looks like. So if you didn't know, straw comes from the stalks of wheat. And hay is actually cut grass and alfalfa and things like that animals like to eat. What do they say? Hay is for horses, right? So let's take a look at this process, and by the end of it we're gonna have some straw bales. Here we go. Okay, so if you ever wondered where all your bread comes from, it's this stuff right here. This is wheat. Farmers go out and they cut it, and inside there's a little seed, and that's what gets ground up and turned into bread. All kinds of things are made out of wheat. So we have to cut this off, but then we have something that's left over behind, and that's the straw. So we got to let that dry for a couple of days, and then we come back and bale that as well. We've got about 20 acres of wheat here, which is going to end up to be a lot of straw bales. What we're doing now is putting the wheat into the delivery truck, and that goes away to the elevator, and they sell it all over the world. And then we get left with the straw. It's getting kind of dusty here. Done doing that, we're left with these. These are called windrows, and all this straw right here will be baled up here in about 48 hours. So we're going to let this dry for a day out in the sun, and then we're going to turn it into bales. Okay, now's the fun part. We get to hook this baler up and bale some straw. We got it all nice and dried out. Hear the tractor running, right? But I still have to hook up this PTO shaft. That's the power takeoff. I've heard a lot of bad stories about people hooking their implements up without turning off the motor. So that's key. You don't want a gear to get hooked up somewhere and that power takeoff starts spinning around and it'll rip your arms off. That's no fun. I just got to get into this field. It requires opening this gate all the way. All right, let's get in this field and bale some hay. You have to put your baler in the right position. Here we go. making gold bricks. Okay. You always gotta spray your chains and make sure that you're greased up on all your moving parts. Whew. It is getting hot. I think I got my sweat rag on today. All right, here we go. Well, I just noticed I forgot something else. It's good to do these kind of checks before you get started. Gotta lower the rake or we won't be picking any straw up. There's always a few kinks when you first get started. It's a good thing I came to check the shear bolts. It needs a nut on it or it's just gonna slip out and my flywheel is gonna be free moving and I will bale no straw. And that little lock nut right there, that's what I need to go on. Very rarely do you have a day working with machinery that is super simple. Turns out I need two 7/16 wrenches. Close, there's a 7/16. Okay, now I can go tighten this bolt. Here we go. We hit another breakdown and this is a kind of a bad one. I got a gear. Okay, a gear that shot right off. That right there is time and pressure, a natural phenomena of geology where things break over time. So it's just worn out and aged. We'll have to go get another one. Thank goodness we got plenty of sun in the forecast. Oh, all right, time to make a trip to the tractor supply store. It's just a hassle, right? All that running around, I tried to find a replacement part for this 10-tooth sprocket. This was supposed to be a fun day of baling, but nothing can be simple when you're working with equipment. So what we've found is this 20-tooth sprocket, and it needs to be welded together, as you can see. spent the entire day just trying to get the baler even running, let alone working properly. So it looks like I'm gonna have to tow this back over to the shop. But right now my alarm is telling me it's time to quit. We've got a 9U baseball game to get to. Okay, so last night I got the gear put back in the baler and it seems to be functioning properly now. So here we go again. So far so good. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. These windrows of straw are just massive, so just trying to feed so much straw into the baler. Well, we did it. We got it all baled up and stacked under the lean-to. Now we have plenty of straw for the season and plenty to sell. And everybody's gonna like putting this on their front doorsteps come fall. So that's baling the straw. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Day 3, we're just picking up the last little bit of these straw bales. And the only helper I could find is Atticus. This is how young farm kids learn to drive. Okay, take us forward, Atticus, to the next few bales, and we're just about done. Okay, take us right up to the middle there. There you go. Atticus is driving an F-250. Somebody's got to learn how to do it. A little more. It's hard work being a pioneer and having a can-do attitude. Okay, brake, brake, brake. Take us home, son.